Not a single one can claim the mantle of match of the week.
No.
That title 100% goes to Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, who put on a clinic last week on Dynamite in the main event. They faced off in an unsanctioned lights out match where we saw everything from table bumps to fireman carries onto ladders, chair shots, and whatever the hell else they could think of. It was amazing. And you can see the pictures to my right on the screen. It's just they put each other through hell and high water. Thunder Rosa came out with a victory, but both athletes came out looking like stars. And we've talked about how AEW they have struggled to put an emphasis on the women's division. And oh my god, just look at Britt Baker's face. Like if that doesn't get you like fired up and like excited, I don't know what like it's just they had a great match. And we've said a lot about AEW's women's division. We've said that they haven't put an emphasis on it and all of that. But what do you think, Trevor, right now, as far as like what has this match done for AEW's women's division? And first of all, what did you think of it initially? And then we'll get into that.
So what's funny is watching this match, and you commented on the fact that we were talking about the division. Watching this match, I'm like, wow, he must really know Tony Khan because he listened to us verbatim. Like we talked about how the women's division needed a push, and I'd be damn if Tony didn't put one beautiful match together. This non-sanctioned lights out match, like first off, you have two great workers in the ring.
Oh yeah.
Let's just talk about that. Two amazing workers in the ring. What Thunder Rosa has done in NWA and her time in the Indies, everything she's done, amazing. Britt Baker, to me, one of the shining stars of the original AEW women's division. Like the thumbtacks, the chair,
Oh,
like everything that they did was just screamed Extreme Wrestling, CZW. It screamed CZW.
mm,
And as much as like people who have activists and actual fans of wrestling, like they need to do more for women's wrestling. You do this, you do that. There you go. There's a stepping stone right there. And this picture, like you said, this picture here was just amazing. She looked like she was crazy. She looked like she was out of her mind.
right. And
And oh, continue.
oh yeah. So I mean, like I was just gonna say, like I like a lot of people said that. Oh well, they shouldn't be doing extreme matches this frequently, right? And like I agree with that to an extent because I think you save like these types of extreme matches for the big shows, right? Like because if you do it, it gets oversaturated and old. Kind of like how WWE, they're all stipulation pay per views, it kind of gets old after a while. But this was important to do, I think, because what this does when you have a match like this, it not only gets people's attention, but it captivates people because they told a story in that match. And the story was we hate each other. We
That's
Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker shoot like seemed like they hated each other in this match.
what it
They
did.
were putting each other through hell. They were like when have you ever seen like in a women's match like in a mainstream company like woman getting put through a table, a ladder spot with a fireman's carry, thumbtacks, and chair shots. Like we've never seen something like this. I think in mainstream wrestling, like you've seen like stuff like this on the indies and whatnot, but it's hard to find. But this was like one of the hardest hitting matches I've ever seen, and all the while I was just like you said, just captivated. And I was like, oh my god, Tony Khan and AEW put on a fantastic match, and it was important because what it did was it not only got people talking, but people woke up to like, oh wow, the women's division has talent, and I think
Right.
they can use this as a catalyst. They can build up Thunder Rosa to be, one of the stars of their division. Britt Baker is obviously proven now that she's a star, and I think that now people aren't going to have that connotation, or it's going to be less so that connotation like, oh, well, AEW doesn't know what they're doing with the women, or all these women's matches at AEW are boring. Like I think this is gonna make people care.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like I believe I bel I've been reading certain things, and from what I read, the biggest flaw in AEW, instead of the other WWE stands that shit on AEW for no apparent reason at all, that the women's division was kind of weak. It wasn't being showcased. And with this match, you did that. And you also, again, like you mentioned, you shouldn't do too many extreme matches back to back. And I get that. It makes sense. But after that botched match at the barbed wire match, you had to do something to make it up. You know what I mean? And I think this did that. This also put the women's division on a high pedestal so everyone can see, and also, save face from that botched match. And also read something that was pretty funny. So Adam Cole and Britt Baker have a relationship. They're together, and so they asked wrestler Adam Cole, from NXT. They said, "So did you see the pictures of your girlfriend, of Britt Baker, after the match? How do you feel about the work that she's doing over in AEW?" He stopped for a minute. He looked at the reporter and said, "She scares the shit out of me." and he talked about how great she was and everything. The thing is, and they also asked was who's the actual heel at the house. He said she is. She scares the shit out of me. Like so, like for another,
dude, she's a crazy dentist. Like all the
like Dr. Giggles. Like yeah, I mean like. But for another wrestler in another federation, even though that is his girlfriend, to acknowledge the work that they did, I mean, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean, look, huge congratulations. I can't wait to see what they do next. Like, and that's the thing. Now it's still in AEW's court. Like, they have to have the ability to like go from here and build on it. And I think, I hope they can. I hope they can. Because thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.